Going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, how's it going? All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me loud and clear. I know that Ringo touched on a subject, and I want to talk about it because he touched on it, and Ethereal touched on it as well. So my take on this situation is that there's a lot of people that get together and they put spells on each other. They destiny swap. They innuendos. They do mirror conversations. They do a lot of mirror conversations. They be in the mirror, have your photo at a certain position. They put a stamp to it, to your name. What they will also do is use one of the pens, take a pint of their blood, put it on your photo, and have you possessed. So what ended up happening was most of these warlocks, or majority of these warlocks, they go to the other team. And it wouldn't surprise me if she also was dealing with the other side besides the opposite. Because you got to think about it. She was a witch, he was a warlock, and the warlock was about to get exposed, like Ringo stated in Ethereal's chat, that it was about to be an issue. And so this is why you got to be very mindful who you get with these days and try to see who these people really are because they out in full pledge, y'all. And for whatever reason, she decided that she wanted to be committed to this warlock. She thought she could own him. He thought he could own her, and he ended up unaliving her. And once he unalived her, it was like it was a wrap. You know, uh, what I believe ended up happening was she had a mirror photo of him, and she was doing chants while he was in prison because some of these witches they have like three mirrors, and they'll put your photo and count the clock. They'll put a clock to it, right? And they'll have a pint of blood on the clock, and it be ticking, talking, ticking, talking, ticking, talking. Next thing you know, you have all types of complications. So, would it not surprise me that she was also dealing with set individual? And why I say that she was dealing with set individual is because when she mentioned the name and he unalived her, is as if he was in love with the guy and she was also in love. They had a strange tango situation going on where both of them dealt with the dude. They both dealt with the dude. I don't think it's only him. I think it's her too. And so we'll find out more details. The only thing I will say also with this situation is that the people in the chat was probably majority warlocks and witches, and they was doing their chants too. You got people that could be watching your platform try to do chants on your live stream, try to do chants through the screen, innuendos, try to do spells and cast all types of things in your chat. Bring a lot of demonic people to engage into your conversation. So there's a mirror within a mirror, and so he saw that she was going to tell it all, and she was also involved with the person, and that just unalived her. Here's the thing: when these ladies put spells on dudes, make them obsessed, there's a time tick for that. Even what the warlocks do to the women, there's a time tick on them too. So it's not worth doing that. What's up, Fable Studios? It's not worth doing that. You know. Now she had on yellow nails. Yellow nails is a high ranking witch. For you fellas out there that don't know that, yellow nails. A woman wearing yellow nails is a high-ranking witch. When you watch the Wicked Witch, she had on yellow nails and green nails. You know what I'm saying? The true Halloween is yellow and green, not orange and green. It's yellow and green. Okay, so you got to be mindful and cognizant of the lady's nails. It tells you a lot about a woman. You know, I could go into more depth because you got dudes do their nails too. Um, you could tell he was a full warlock because his teeth was yellow, and they do stuff to their teeth. So when they kiss a woman or kiss another man, they end up, that's called casting teeth spell. So he was casting teeth spell on the man and on the woman, and that's a seductive thing. Believe it or not, warlocks don't brush their teeth. They put certain things on their teeth to cast spells on the women, and if they're into men, which most of them are, they do it for the men too. They'll do a triangular thing. So it's just it's crazy out here. So I believe the majority of the people that watch their content was also warlocks and witches, and they didn't care for her demise. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them get down like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the devil got down like that with Adam. So it shouldn't surprise you on its surface that this is going on. It's just unfortunate. Some of them be very attractive, guys. Some of these women you come across, they're very attractive, and you don't know what the hell they doing in their house. That's why I tell you guys, you want to know a woman, look at her house, look at her cabinet, look at her refrigerator, look at her clothes. It tells you a lot about her. There's a thing called staring at the breast spell. You know what I'm saying? And then for you ladies, there's a thing called lit hypnosis. Like you hearing something totally different than what he's telling you because he's casting spells on you to get with him. You be like, why is him going crazy over this guy? Because whatever he put in the drink, whatever he put in the food, he make you go crazy. Just like these women will put something in the food, make you go crazy. They was trying to see who was gonna unalive each other. Those relationships don't normally last long because they both in sin. She was in sin, he was in sin. You know. So what we're seeing now on the internet, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, X, whatever app you on, is a lot of people unaliving each other. I told y'all that this is gonna come to pass. I told y'all this is gonna come to pass because how many of y'all remember I said you're gonna start seeing a lot of people unalive on live streams? I told you this is coming, or because all the sin. The sinners is going at each other's throats now. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Corey? So while y'all be thinking, man, I wish I had a woman, you better make sure she ain't on no that BS like that CEO is, you know, because it wouldn't surprise me if she taught him the arts too. She probably taught him the warlock arts. Because a lot of those CEOs and them prison guards, they're into that stuff. They're into that witchcraft and warlock shit, you know? You walking down the street, all of a sudden, you can't let go of a certain woman. Let's say the woman break up with you and you can't let her go. That means she put something on you, fellas. Or ladies, a man let go of you, you can't let him go. More likely he put a spell on you too. And another thing is they put photos on their breasts, right, when they go to work. Some of these women will put photos on the breast. Or they would eat the food, put it in their breast, and say your name and do chants. That's why they be wearing those crystals. You gotta watch out, man. You gotta pay attention, man. You be like, man, why is I'm hungry? Why I'm looking at them? Because she putting that spell on you, you know? Some of them putting no master spells on you. The point of the situation is not the point of meeting people in jail. The point of the situation is that a lot of people are in jail, in particular in jail relationships. There's a lot of people in jail relationships. You don't have to necessarily be in jail to be in a warlock or a witch. There's people in that's never been to jail that's warlocks and witches, and they are with each other and they casting spells on each other, unaliving each other, and they never been to jail. The point is that this happens to be a correctional officer that was dealing with a prisoner who was a warlock, who had rank, and she was dealing with not only with him, she was dealing with the guy in question. They was both dealing with the guy. You got women out here that will deal with you and deal with your friend, or and y'all both dealing with each other. Just like the thing with Satan. Satan always deal with men and women. Why do you think the Baphomet is a man, half woman? Come on now. That's because he got Adam and Eve to commit to him and to have intercourse with him. So a lot of people are under heavy hypnosis, especially if they're not guarded with the Most High in Christ. They're under a heavy spell. You know what I'm saying? And people are really trying to get people's souls. So, you know, uh, just be careful when you see women with yellow, green uh, nails, guys. You see that? Run. Run the hell away from her. Pay attention to her nails. Pay attention to what clothes she's wearing, what kind of hairstyle. I mean, man, it's a lot that comes with this, man. Because when I saw Ringo showed the photo, I knew right then and there she was a witch and he was a warlock. I knew right off the bat. How you doing? All right now, good. You know, gotta be careful, man. They they very clever, man, and it be the ones that are attractive, and sometimes it don't even have to be attractive, and then your face be playing tricks on you. You know, like the movie Get Out. You gotta get out of those situations. You gotta get out of those spells. Now you got more women. Believe it or not, fellas, you got more women that's into witchcraft now than last year because we're in a time such as never before. So don't put it past them. You know, they know your first last name. They got a photo of you. They put it on their breast. They put it on their coochie. They do all types of stuff. She was doing all that to him. She had blood on his photo, doing chants, making him hallucinate, making him dizzy. You know, witches can make you dizzy if you're not protected by the Most High. Make you faint. All you ladies, they make you traumatized, a trauma bond. You like, man, and especially if you got children with them, it's even worse. Woo! They, once they get a kid out of you, they get the kid going against you. So, yep, that's how I look at the situation, y'all, from a metaphoric standpoint. Uh, when I saw the photo, I was like, you know, man, I can't even look at this photo too long. It was just like they looked just so dizzy, y'all, so demonic. The dude was demonic. Oh, that's another thing before I go. Don't you know they do a grave? They go to the grave and put your photo in the grave too, and chant to the graveyard to unalive you. That's what he did. He went to the graveyard, put her name in the obituary, and unalive her. He was already possessed by the graveyard demon. Yep. So that's all I gotta say on this. To everybody tuning in, thank you for double tapping the like button. I'm out.